welcome back to Scoobydoo. It's been a while, but what can I say? Nothing, because I got nothing to say. I won't owe you guys shit. Starting us off with The Curse of Viking Lake.
You have violated the sacred Viking burial grounds. Now you will pay the price.
If living on a sacred Viking burial ground is a crime, then arrest me. I've been living on a sacred Viking burial ground for my entire fucking life and have yet to see a ghost show up. Anyway, so the gang has gone to see Velma's uncle for a fishing trip. I'm telling you, there's more and more similarities to this place that they're going to and the place that I live in real life. Fred's been driving too long, as you can see. Anyways, upon arriving, they find out that Velma's uncle has been kidnapped.
One night, late, I saw a ghostly Viking ship moving in the mist out on the lake.
Now I think I've finally solved the strange mystery of Viking Lake.
Go on, Daphne.
Well, that's all there is. The writing just runs off the page.
Is it just me, or does this episode have a lot of similarities to Go Away Ghost Ship? It's probably because they're pretty much the exact same fucking episodes. Just one's a reskin with a Viking ship and Viking ghosts.
Young lady's uncle.
Has anyone else disappeared?
Yes, look at this.
Two young geologists still missing.
Did you guys really have to add the still missing?
Yes.
We're looking for the curator, Mr. Hansen.
Oh, wait.
Why don't you come on over here and have a seat?
I am handsome, but the museum is closed.
Wait, this is an emergency.
It's always an emergency.
Come in.
So Pee-wee lets him into the house, and I gotta be real with you guys, this is not a great episode. It's all filler.
What's happening?
In a strange turn of events, everybody gets kidnapped along with Daphne.
Like our only hope is for Shaggy and Scooby to find us.
In other words,
We're doomed.
Why do you guys act like Shaggy and Scooby are fucking idiots? They're just as smart as you guys, if not smarter.
We've got more important things to do, like finishing these hot dogs.
Okay, never mind. They're fucking idiots. Skipping ahead a bit, the gang comes across the Viking ship Operation.
Oh boy, what a time to run into you guys.
Now we have them.
oh no you don't.
After them.
Quick, into that pipe. Hold it. Give me a hand and we'll dump those creeps in the deep.
What are you three idiots gonna do? Just get Velma to fucking strong arm the pipe and boom, those guys are in the lake.
Well, Sheriff, there's your Vikings.
The curator of the museum.
And the two geologists who were supposed to be missing.
Next. So skipping to episode 3 rather than episode 2, we are moving on to Hang in There, Scooby-Doo.
And like you can drop for miles too.
Oh, here's where we'll be staying for the meet. Big Canyon Dude Ranch.
Big Canyon Dude Ranch. I swear to fuck, all the idiots that named these canyons and these sites Grand Canyon, what were they thinking? It's like they just gave up as soon as they seen it. Grand Canyon. What idiot came up with that? Why'd you call it that? Because it's grand. I mean, if we're being fair, they're getting straight to the point. Big Canyon.
Which is
Hold on. Did you guys hear that laugh? Did you hear it?
Boy, it sure is quiet up here.
Yeah, even the crickets sound louder.
And the owls.
and like the bats.
That's nothing. Look.
Yoinks! A ghost!
A pterodactyl ghost.
Number 1, why can't it just be a monster? Why is it always gotta be a ghost? And B, why can't he just be a pterodactyl? I mean, those things are terrifying on its own. You could just say it's a pterodactyl. Anyway, Shaggy and Scooby find a snack truck, so obviously they indulge. while everybody else is getting ready for the hang glider race, whatever the fuck it is.
Zoinks! Hang in there, Scooby!
Hey, that's the name of the episode. Anyways, so the gang tracks down Scooby to a cave, and I'm telling you, the villains in this series and the new Scooby-Doo movies love to stalk the gang.
Zoinks! Like somebody changed him into a mummy!
No, he's scared stiff.
It doesn't work as well if you don't got the painting there, but like, especially when you're fucking neon green, dude. We can see.
The footprints go in there.
Wow, look! A Stone Age living room.
I don't know. I think the Flintstones would beg to differ, Daphne.
Uh-oh, look! Relax, Scoob. It's not the ghost, it's just a man. Boy, am I glad to see you. You know, we thought this whole cave was haunted.
Haunted? Let me out of here!
You know, I never saw a skeleton run so fast. Me neither.
They never explained that joke, by the way.
Annan?
But we're going to search for more clues tonight.
We are?
Take my advice, kids. Quit while you're ahead.
That sounds like guilt to me.
Jeepers, listen! The same weird music we heard in the cave.
It's coming from the basement.
What are we waiting for?
Anyways, while Shaggy and Scooby are getting scared shitless, Velma finds some pretty good evidence in a fire.
You chicken burritos can come on out now.
God, this sounds so fucking good right now. After returning to the cave, the gang comes across a secret recording studio.
Do you see what I see?
Yes, Daphne. Yes, we see it.
Yeah, but what's it doing in this cave?
It looks like our prehistoric pterodactyl monster's becoming less primitive all the time.
The gang goes after Pterodactyl after seeing a familiar van.
Trips.
He's escaping downriver in a rubber raft.
Oh, we'll never get him now.
Oh, yes, we will. I've got a plan.
Well, good luck, old Fred.
Hold it. The plan includes you.
Uh-huh. Like I just knew you'd say that.
Damn, Fred, if you were serving cunt like that all the time, we'd have to open up a restaurant. Anyways, as you can imagine, Fred's genius plan goes horribly wrong and hilarity ensues. Fred, what are you doing? You fucking show off.
Will somebody tell me what this is all about? Who's the kooky bird man?
This is Johnny, owner of a catering truck.
Hey, that's good consistency. It's the guy from earlier in the episode.
But that was just a cover for his real operation.
A music pirating ring.
They've been stealing hit tunes broadcast over the airwaves.
You're just in time, Mr. Bohannon.
Oh, in time for what?
For the sheriff to place you under arrest.
Ooh, got him.
I've no evidence to tie me in with this.
Surprise!
Can we get Velma acting like a bitch all the time? Next. Moving on to the Chiller Diller movie thriller. This stupid name for an episode.
It's you! Yes, Miss Jane, the Phantom of Dixie.
Don't touch me!
This time, you will not escape.
Help! Oh, save me!
So in this episode, we get introduced to our third Scooby-Doo family member, Scooby-Doo, who is a renowned actress in the South Hollywood.
Scooby-Dum, you know Cousin Dee's an actress.
Oh, acting. I forgot.
My hero, he would have saved me.
I mean, what do you expect? He's from the South.
I would have saved you too.
I know you would, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby, not you two.
The original Phantom of Dixie was a silent movie many years ago.
And it made a great star of Milo Booth.
Jesus Christ, Shaggy, what are they doing lines in the props trailer? What are you fucking on? Why are you going in there? You perv? Anyways, after receiving a note from the ghost himself, the gang decides to accompany Scooby-Doo on her journey.
Years.
Let's see, if he left this...
Was that an outtake, or did they actually mean to do that?
If he left this...
No, I think they meant to do that.
Oh, looks so nice.
Scooby, I think you've been spending too much time with the southern side of your family. It's getting weird, dude.
I want Scooby-Doo guarded every second on the train trip back to the West Coast tonight.
Yes, Mr. Mogul.
This is actually 100% true. I've worked with dogs on set, which might be a video coming up. And they're treated like royalty. They're treated better than the fucking crew, I can tell you that.
We'll pull out in a few minutes. If anything goes wrong, we'll be in our compartments up front.
What are you gonna do, 70s radio host and turtleneck? You guys are in the front. Are you gonna run all the way to the back? Anyways, it doesn't take long. They're stalking them again. I'm telling you. They do this all the time. He's so stupid. I love him so much. Anyways, the gang reconvenes at Scooby-Doo's trailer.
I declare!
Why don't you just have them say the most stereotypical southern shit at this point?
I tell you what, man, and them Y2K, man, they know when the mainframe's gonna come crack.
Saw him too. I almost had him, but he got away.
That might be the worst excuse we've ever heard on Scooby-Doo. I mean, where's the ghost now? Where is your partner? What are you doing here? It's convenient that you showed up right now. Has my job been filled yet? Do I gotta keep pointing out all the stupid shit these idiots do just to make a couple bucks?
You can relax now, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the Phantom wouldn't dare come in here.
Well...
Hey, Fred, we found a clue!
What happened in that 4.5 seconds? You guys, there was so many of you, and all of you could have done something, but nobody did anything. Nobody moved a fucking muscle. You guys just you guys watched him walk across the whole compartment for 4.5 seconds just to turn off the lights and disappear like fucking Houdini?
I'll get him! Turn on the light!
Like, what's happening in here?
It is Milo Boo.
Fuck. Anyways, so the Phantom just comes across Scooby-Doo.
A phantom!
What the fuck did she say?
Phantom! Phantom!
Just bats, Daphne. Come on.
Yeah, Daphne, relax. It's just bats. It's not like anything bad has happened from bats, Daphne.
The real Scooby-Doo's been dognapped!
But why did he lure us here to Boothville?
What's that?
Now that you know the truth, you will never get out!
Help of Scooby-Doo. They come across some evidence that completely blows this Phantom mystery out of the water.
You know, there's something different about him.
There sure is. The Milo booth we saw didn't wear any glasses.
Zoinks! Like it's him!
Interesting detail to note here, Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo have different run cycles. So Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo are able to save Scooby-Doo. These are not easy names to say.
The plan's working!
Yeah.
And the gang is able to capture the Phantom and the fake Scooby-Doo with ease.
It's the detective, Jim Moss.
She's a faker too.
Next, moving on to a fan favorite, vampire bats and scaredy cats. This episode of Hotel Hell. Gordon travels to Skull Island, but crappy food is the least of his worries.
It said that there are vampires on the island, but that's ridiculous.
Stomach. Unfucking believable.
Will this be the hotel that Gordon can save?
Like this. I want to go now. I want to get the fuck out of
Or
here.
will it drive him over the edge?
Go on then, you pompous fuck.
Find out tonight. Jesus Christ, guys. I don't know about you. I would not be standing that close to the edge, especially on waves this rocky.
It's great of your friend Lisa to invite us all to her birthday party tomorrow.
And to put us up in the hotel for free.
Well, it's Lisa's hotel now, or will be tomorrow when she turns 18.
Hey, you guys want to see what I got on my 18th birthday? Ironic, isn't it?
This must be my unlucky night. We made it.
Relax, Shag. It's only the thick, spooky fog that makes this place so creepy, scary, and eerie.
Listen, Velma, I'm with you. When these two idiots look scared, it's an average Tuesday. But when Fred looks scared, I get nervous. Daphne, she looks fucking dead. But, you know, that's her problem.
Like I'll be very... Whoa! Careful.
This is my Uncle Leon, who manages the hotel. He raised me as my guardian, but he's more like a father.
And I've always thought of Lisa as my daughter.
Doesn't this guy remind you of someone?
Here we are, but it's so small.
Bitch, small? What do you fucking mean? Not only is this room huge, you're also getting it for free. I wouldn't fucking complain if I were you.
I know, we'll switch. You two can have my room down the hall.
You don't think Mr. Drackle...
What is Daphne doing? What is Daphne doing? I'm not a woman. I do have long hair, but I never comb it before I go to bed. You wanna know why? Because when I wake up in the morning, I'm just gonna have to comb it again. Somebody explain this to me. What is Velma doing? Is she stretching? Okay, so apparently stretching before bed actually can help you, so you know.
That was the first night I dreamt of Edward Cullen.
It wasn't Drackle. The vampire had long fangs and a dead white face.
Yeah, don't forget his chin-strap beard. The other dude didn't have that.
Like that's what happened to that creep.
Hold up, what just happened there? He's almost as tall as Shaggy.
Are you sure you didn't dream it?
Not unless Velma had the same dream.
And that rat was real enough.
We'd better find Uncle Leon. I'll be dressed in a second.
Hello? Hello?
Who was it?
Nobody. Just some kind of bells.
Okay, there's so much to dissect in this scene, so let's go through it very slowly. Number one, you are dressed. If there's an emergency in my establishment, all I'm wearing is pajamas, I'm still going to the manager to make sure this emergency is taken care of. Number two, Daphne, you can't just answer other people's phones.
Hello?
Number three, this shot is great because it lets the viewer see the bad guy up to bad guy things.
Hello?
And that might kind of ruin it for some people, but I think this is great. We see the vampire is actively trying to contact Lisa. And that, to me, is super creepy. And it's even creepier that they let us see it. It's not just the bell ringing over the phone. We actually get to see the vampire doing it. Number four, I love it when episodes do this. When they give you just enough evidence so that you can pick up on clues and maybe figure out the mystery for yourself.
Eyes of the room just across the hall.
Like what's that?
Oh, my wrist alarm, telling me it's time to get back to business.
It's genius.
I want blood! Like I think it's a whistle.
I was afraid of this. Lisa, it's time you were told our family's most carefully guarded secret.
Let's just tell it in front of all these people.
It's kept in this safe. That's why I would never allow this room to be used.
Okay, dude. If I'm Lisa at this point, I'm firing you on the spot. Because why didn't you just put this in the safe in your room? Better yet, if it's such a well-guarded family secret, why didn't you put it, I don't know, fucking anywhere else? Don't just take up an entire perfectly fine room just to put your fucking bullshit documents in a safe.
This was your grandfather from one of Europe's oldest families. And here is another picture of him.
Zoinks! You mean Gramp was a vamp?
Let's buy into your bullshit for 1 second. So, rather than being bit by a vampire, the vampire gene just runs through the family, I think. So vampires run in the family, So you decide to move to America, assuming we're in America in this episode, to get away from the family, curse, but it's followed you here. On top of all that, during Grandpa's time of being a vampire, he decided to grow a beard. He also stopped rocking a trench coat and decided to switch to a bow tie. I'm starting to see a couple holes in your story.
I'll answer it. Hello?
Oh, that's a good reveal. I like that one.
She'll never find us. Leave it to old Shag to find a safe hiding place.
Rabbit season! Rabbit season! Duck season! Fire! Blood!
You wouldn't like mine! It's yellow!
I never understood this joke as a kid, but the joke is that his blood is yellow because yellow represents cowardness. So the gang regroups and finds Lisa.
Come on, Lisa, wake up!
I'm a big fan of when the vampire comes out because you can really tell they put all their fucking pussies into this. We all know vampires can't swim.
Really?
Uncle Leon!
Moving on. Welcome back to the award ceremony. This is the part where we figure out who will be this episode's winner of Cutest Badoof. We've had a very interesting cast this episode, from Vikings to pterodactyls, from vampires to just a guy. But without further ado, let's get into it and start ranking these guys. Bring up the scale, please. Thank you. If it's your first time watching, each villain is ranked out of 4 categories: design, laugh, powers, and plan. Each category is out of 5, making a perfect score of 20. And let me just remind everybody, we have yet to see a perfect score. But who knows, maybe this is the episode. Starting us off is the Vikings, which they get a design of 3. Because their designs weren't bad. It's just, I feel like they could have done better. It kind of just looks like they got all their shit from Party City. But all in all, not terrible designs. The pterodactyl gets a 2 because I didn't find it that interesting. He's just I mean, you can really see how it looks like a suit, like a bodysuit. It doesn't look very scaly to me. I feel like it could have been a little more creative. The wings were cool, but everything else just didn't work for me, especially how they said it was like a humanoid pterodactyl. So it didn't really come off as super creative or scary to me. So he only gets a design out of 2. The Phantom gets a design of 4 because even though it was simple, it was pretty good. It was effective. It was just a simple trench coat. Actually, it looks more like a deerstalker. I don't know if that's the right term for that coat, but it's kind of like the Sherlock Holmes-esque coat. Anyways, he's got a good trench coat and bucket hat, which I don't know about the bucket hat. I feel like that could have been changed as like a top hat or something. But the trench coat is pretty good. It's simple. It's good. You know, more complex doesn't automatically make it a better design. And the vampire gets a 4 because, I mean, he's pretty creepy in this scene. The yellow teeth don't really do it for me. I feel like a vampire would take good care of its teeth. So to me, the yellow teeth just symbolizes its British origin in having yellow teeth. The yellow eyes were pretty creepy, but the bow tie wasn't really doing it for me. It was a little goofy, and the colors weren't very good to me. I do like the purple and red. Maybe have some more black in there somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, the Vikings get a 1 for laugh because they didn't really have a laugh. Laugh also represents battle cries, screeches, stuff like that, but the Vikings didn't really have a good one in my opinion. It was just kind of angry, "Arrgh!" Which I guess is in character, but you know, that doesn't get you a good score on the scale. The pterodactyl gets a 3 because it was pretty good. It was a pretty good screech. It was actually the same one used in the Addams Family episode from the new Scooby-Doo movies, which we might be returning to. But, you know, reused or not, it was okay. I'll give it a 3. The Phantom gets a 3. His laugh was pretty good. Didn't use it very often, though. I feel like he could have used it more often. It wasn't super maniacal or sinister. It was kind of just a guy laughing. He had a sick sense of humor or something. I don't know. And the vampire gets a 5 because... I mean, it was pretty creepy. It was pretty creepy. Of course, like I just mentioned, laugh doesn't just mean laugh. It also means screeches and stuff. He had both. And both were pretty good. He could have used the laugh a little more. The screeches also a little bit more. But that combination brought it to a 5 for me. Moving on to powers, the Vikings get a 5 because, I mean, although they didn't really have a lot of powers, being able to disappear and reappear in the fog, not only just themselves, but a giant ghost ship is quite useful. And also pulling off the disappearing act of not just Daphne, but Fred and Velma too. They know their stuff, is all I'm saying. Pterodactyl gets a 5 for powers because, again, not a whole lot of powers, but did have the power of flight, which he utilized throughout the entire episode. He also has driver's license, which, I mean, if a pterodactyl can get his driver's license, anybody can. So, I mean, that's a superpower in my opinion. The Phantom gets a 2 because he didn't exactly showcase any. Presumably he could come back from the dead, but, you know, most ghosts do. The vampire gets a 5 for powers because not only was he able to transform into a bat, he was also able to turn Lisa into a vampire without even getting anywhere near her. The Vikings get a 3 for plan because, I mean, their plan was good. It's just, I feel like it could have been executed better. They didn't exactly have to kidnap everybody and fake kidnappings because the 2 geologists were also behind it. So, in my opinion, it was like you guys kind of just put a target on your backs, you know? Pterodactyl gets a 5 for plan because the plan was absolute fucking genius. Start the rumor that there's a pterodactyl, dress up as pterodactyl, and ship pirated music across the canyon and sell it. Genius. Where did it go wrong? Well, it's hard to say. Honestly, it was just one big mishap thanks to Scooby chasing after his sandwiches. So, if that didn't happen, if that person just got their car fixed, you guys would have been like my boy Scrooge McDuck. The Phantom gets a 2 for the plan because honestly it's fucking ridiculous. So let's just review this plan. So this guy decided to kidnap an actor, replace them with a doppelganger so that he could make movies with the doppelganger. Hear me out. Either 1, don't do that, or 2, just use the doppelganger as an actual actor. It seems like you created this whole problem by yourself and didn't require you to do any kidnapping. Which, that's the only reason you're getting points, by the way. But you see the reasoning behind the lack of points, right? There were so many extra steps to this guy pursuing a career in the film industry. So many extra steps that he created. He did this to himself. Anyways, the vampire gets a 1 for plan because it's also fucking ridiculous. Let's just think about this. Let's break it down piece by piece. So, this guy, he's been running this hotel for possibly 18 years, maybe longer. He's been a surrogate father to Lisa, and for some reason, he thinks that once she inherits the hotel, he's done. He's gotta go. Which, I don't know why he thinks that. But also, more importantly, instead of just talking his concerns out with Lisa, his first thought was to create this elaborate scheme that their family is cursed by vampires. And then he dressed up as a vampire, hypnotized his own niece into thinking that she was a vampire at the ring of a bell. And then on top of that, he ordered some vampire bats. Probably trained them because, you know, why not go above and beyond at this point? And not once during this plan did it occur to him, maybe I'm overthinking this. Anyways, let's add up the numbers and see who this episode's winner is. Coming in at 11 is the Phantom. Number 12 are the Vikings. 15 is the pterodactyl. And 16, despite his ridiculous plan, is the vampire, making him the winner of this episode of Cute as a Bidoof. Congratulations to our winner, and join us next time when we deal with a coked out NASCAR driver, our third iteration of the zombie, in which I don't even have a joke for this guy. He looks bizarre. What the fuck? There's an end card. Here is the end card. If you made it this far, that either means you know that there's an end card, or you forgot to click off the video, and here you are. Either way, here it is. I know I made a joke at the beginning of the video about not owing you guys anything, and I don't. But because you made it this far, I will tell you why it took me so long to upload. I'm just busy. That's it. There's no crazy secret. I'm just busy. I got homework to do. YouTube's a hobby. I'm just busy. That's it. But luckily, over like the last week or so, I was able to get a little bit of free time to put this video together. More than a week actually. I had like the actual clips put together for a while, but I just couldn't get the audio recorded. But here we are. So, yeah. Next up on the agenda, we got some weird episodes coming out. Not coming out. We got some weird episodes to cover. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of cool. And we're almost done the Scooby-Doo show, which is interesting because I guess I'm gonna have to go back and do the new Scooby-Doo movies because I've gotten a couple comments asking about it. I had an idea for it, but I don't know if it'll work yet. So maybe we'll save the new Scooby-Doo movies for another day. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it. I don't know. But yeah, that's probably not gonna be for a little while. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't think there was anything else I had to talk about. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind right now, but like I'm in the middle of like a windstorm. It's crazy. It's like, the wind won't shut the fuck up, man. Anyways, I think that was it. Oh, right, my animation. If you guys want to see my project, if it's done by the time this video is edited, then it'll be playing right now. Other than that, that's the video. I'm out.